Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are at this time. I am making this short film to refute the claim of an anonymous person who has uploaded onto the internet what is a clear aim to deceive not one, but the whole world. Now, we all know who attempts to deceive the whole world population. Yes, the enemy of all that is good. This unknown entity, who keeps their identity hidden, has uploaded some audio tapes and claims it's Emperor Haile Selassie speaking through an interpreter. The interpreter on the tape alleges His Majesty says in an Amharic that when he visited Jamaica in April of 1966, he told the Rastafari brethren that he is not Christ and no human comes from God. First, it was not His Majesty speaking, but an unknown voice, claiming His Majesty said this or that. Secondly, in this age of film, and with such an impertinent question being asked, if you wanted to convince the masses, then why wasn't it filmed? So we could all see for ourselves. Why? Because it's a hoax. Thirdly, in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth, and all that dwell here. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So the Lion of Judah, who is God, read your Bible, is not going to hide on audio tape and his voice behind an interpreter to say otherwise. The devil is a liar, and here I will expose him to you plainly. I am going to show you in this age of film exactly what happened when Emperor Haile Selassie visited Jamaica, and you will hear for yourselves what His Majesty said to us. There is also other newsreel showing Emperor Haile Selassie being greeted by the Queen of England, and others announcing his arrival. You will hear the newscaster addressing the Emperor as he is known across the world. King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Lion of Judah. And after defeating all his ignorant foes, you'll hear him being addressed as the conquering Lion of Judah. Share this video with your friends and family so that they are not misled in future. Watch and listen carefully.
They met him at King's House, and he said to us, how long does the Rastafari movement start in Jamaica? He said to him, ever since your coronation, Your Majesty, the 2nd of November, 1930. He said to us, your work are purposeful. We must continue in our endeavor that we will not stop the Rasta. Right? He said, but you will say no, you must centralize and organize.
The Emperor's endorsement reduced tensions and gave weight to the political demands of the movement.
The visit of Selassie confirmed Rastafari beliefs for many people. Many people were, convicted in Rasta from that day.
We went to Ethiopia, Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone.
The air was charged with excitement as anxious, expectant faces searched the skies for the first glimpse of the great silver bird that would bring their hero to Jamaican soil for the first time. Members of a local cult, the Rastafarians, who are easily distinguished by their long beards and unshorn locks, and who worship this figure as a deity, were present in full force. The most rousing, boisterous, tumultuous welcome ever given to any visiting or local celebrity, His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I, Emperor of Ethiopia, arrived. The crowd erupted into a frenzy of rejoicing as they broke through the lines of soldiers and police and surged out onto the tarmac, eager to engulf the Emperor with their affection. The ceremonial welcome that was planned had to be abandoned, as the avalanche of men, women and children swept away all semblance of order. Ethiopia, a monarchy on the eastern side of Africa, has been governed since 1930 by Haile Selassie, whom history records as being a direct descendant of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Jamaica was among the places visited by His Imperial Majesty on his tour of the Caribbean area. The tomb of the noted Jamaican patriot Marcus Garvey was also visited by the Emperor. The royal party next drove to Jamaica House, the official residence of the Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Sir Alexander Bustamante. The Emperor was introduced to Sir Alexander and Lady Bustamante by the acting Prime Minister, the Honourable Donald Sangster. The National Stadium was the scene of the civic welcome extended by the government of Jamaica to His Imperial Majesty. The acting Prime Minister read the address of welcome.
Your Imperial Majesty, I have the great honor to express to you, on behalf of the government and people of Jamaica, a most warm and sincere welcome. This, your first visit to Jamaica, is for us, Your Majesty, a most important and significant event. We have long hoped for this occasion, and your presence with us today is assuredly, Your Majesty, a high point in our history.
Mr. Eustace Bird, one of the two KSAC commissioners, presented the keys of the city to the Emperor. His Imperial Majesty and his party were treated to displays staged by the military and young schoolgirls. The next stop for the royal party was King's House, the official residence of His Excellency the Governor-General, Sir Clifford Campbell. Imperial Majesty was introduced to many dignitaries and members of the Rastafarian cult in full regalia. The Emperor afterwards presented gold medallions to the Rastafarians.
They met him at King's House. And he said to us, how long does the Rastafari movement start in Jamaica? He said to him, ever since your coronation, Your Majesty, the 2nd of November, 1930, he said to us, your work are purposeful. We must continue in our endeavor that we will not stop the Rasta. Right? He said, but you will go say now, you must centralize and organize.
The Emperor's endorsement reduced tensions and gave weight to the political demands of the movement.
The visit of Selassie confirmed Rastafari beliefs for many people. Many people were, convicted in Rasta from that day.
We went to Ethiopia, Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. In Ethiopia, the emperor said, people of the West that is of African descent, as long as they're black and is of African descent, they are entitled to come. The land is there for them.
At a formal reception at King's House, the government of Jamaica presented gifts to the Emperor and to his grandchildren who accompanied him on the tour. Flanked by officials of state and the military, he was escorted across the lawns of King's House. There, on a balcony, he settled back to enjoy a Jamaican concert under the stars. The sounding brass and clashing cymbals of mass bands heralded the opening of another session of Parliament at Gordon House. This session would be addressed by His Imperial Majesty. On his arrival, he was escorted to the saluting dais for the playing of the national anthems of Ethiopia and Jamaica. He was then ushered into the council chamber. The Emperor's address to the Assembly and people of Jamaica was in his native Amharic and was translated by a member of his party.
I always wished to come and visit Jamaica. Now, thank God, this wish of mine has been fulfilled. Upon arriving to Jamaica, I have seen more than I had expected. I have seen the progress of the people, and I have seen their determination to march forward in unity towards greater progress. I have also witnessed personally the extent of the feeling of the Jamaican people and the Ethiopian people. Again, I wish to take this opportunity of expressing my thanks to the governing people of Jamaica for the paternal reception that was accorded to me.
In Montego Bay, the scene was almost unbelievable. Thousands crammed the streets and lanes and carpeted the rooftops. Many of them were Rastafarians who had come from all over the island to catch a final glimpse of the Lion of Judah. And when he was sighted, there went up a roar like the voice of 10,000 lions. At Montego Bay Airport, His Imperial Majesty was given the military honors that were thwarted on his arrival at the Palisadoes Airport by the overzealous welcome. Here, strong detachments of soldiers and police kept the huge crowds at bay. The time had come for us to say goodbye. The Emperor had spent 3 days with us, yet it seemed but a few fleeting moments. Haile Selassie, Emperor of Ethiopia, descendant of Solomon and Sheba, had touched the heartstrings of Jamaica as no other stranger had done. He had generated a tidal wave of emotion that had swept the length and breadth of our island and engulfed people with an enthusiasm and affection never before witnessed in the history of Jamaica.
This is the great seal of the realm. Around in emphatic letters are the titles of imperial authority. Haile Selassie I, King of the kings of Ethiopia, elect of God, the Lion of Judah has conquered. It is the proof that the Emperor, the seed of Solomon and of Sheba, has returned to take up his whole people in his hand.
This is his first visit for many years. He was last in this country as a refugee after Mussolini's troops had invaded his kingdom. The Duke of Edinburgh and the Queen Mother greet the Emperor, who is known to his own people as the King of Kings, the conquering Lion of Judah, elect of God, power of the Trinity.
The Emperor next came back to England in 1954 with an official state greeting that contrasted greatly with the first time he arrived in 1935. Now that Ethiopia was officially an ally and Italy an enemy, the Emperor no longer was made to feel like a hidden, unwanted guest by the state.
Later, during a state banquet at the palace, the Queen officially greets the Emperor with the words, "I would like to think that in England you will always feel at home."
He came back again to the city of Bath in 1954 to receive the honour of the freedom of the city of Bath. The freedom of the city is probably the highest award that the city can bestow on any individual, and it has been bestowed in the past on very important people like Earl Haig, Winston Churchill. There was a great reception, it was a grand day, and it was recognised by school children, naval guards of honour. There were many crowds. It was, as I say, a state occasion.
We have here the actual document which he signed as Freeman of the City, and this was done in 1954 on the 5th day of October. There's his signature and that of the Mayor and the then Town Clerk.